Oh my gosh, could you believe it? I can hardly believe it, and I was there. I'm engaged!
If you missed that last installment of our little adventures, friends, I suggest going back and seeing it because it is a doozy.
I almost feel like I should have just put up the camera for the rest of the year because how can I top that? I can't.
It's crazy. I've done a lot of traveling this year, and of course, you know, I went to Disney World, came home, did a little bit of stuff, went right back to Disney World, came home, did a little bit of stuff, went right to France,
and literally got off the plane from Paris, got into a car, drove 11 hours up to where we were, proposed to my girlfriend.
So as you can imagine, I am glad to finally be home.
It's nice to just sort of sit down and enjoy living where you live for once.
And it's nice to see these cats. Look at them. They are so confused by that Christmas train. They just love to watch it and shake and twitch. What are you doing, Mika? Twitchy.
Yes, sir. 2017 is almost donezo.
I got a lot of big plans for 2018, especially in the summer.
And of course, me and old Footy here have some more plans for Northern California later as well. Don't we, Footy?
So it was kind of hard to tear myself away and come back. But of course, Christmas is coming up.
And let's not forget Festivus.
And there's presents to wrap and presents to give.
Family to see.
Eyes to shoot out.
So needless to say, I'll be sticking around here for the next few days or few weeks.
I miss the forest.
You'll get back to the forest. Psh, Footy.
I gotta admit, after all that traveling, just sitting here in the living room can be a little boring, no matter how terrifying some of the stuff in here is.
Maybe we should get out of the house for a little while, huh?
Ah, yes, this might work. A little walk.
Through Old Town Orange, the finest little city west of the stuff that's east of it.
Ah, yes, you gotta love the orange circle. Oh, look at this.
It's the nativity scene.
Look at that. You got the baby Jesus there, Mary and Joseph, all of the different animals, and of course, these guys.
Ah, a couple of wise guys, huh?
Yes, sir. I love watching traffic going around the orange circle.
I love window shopping at all the stores in the plaza.
With all the traveling and the crazy running around I do, it's how I touch base with home.
It's also where they filmed That Thing You Do, and it also reminds me of the beginning of Back to the Future.
Makes me feel like I live in Hill Valley.
It's also home to many, many antique stores.
Which makes it perfect for last-minute Christmas shopping.
Many fine and fancy things are available here that I cannot afford.
Like this fine Chinese carved chair.
Only $1,500. What a steal. Luckily, in addition to all the fine and fancy things they've got going on upstairs,
they've also got an epic basement, which contains a lot more items suited to us common folk.
Every year on Christmas Eve, my family gathers together and does white elephant Christmas presents.
So today I'm hoping I find something a little unusual.
I mean, hey, if you're gonna give somebody something useless, might as well make it a little more interesting, right?
This is definitely the right place for unusual items. Look at that.
What the ribbit is that?
That is one epic old frog.
Oh, look at this. A fish dish.
That is definitely out of the ordinary.
There's some pretty great stuff in here.
Still a little pricey though, which is kind of a bummer.
Because look at this. A flying pig.
A cast iron flying pig, maybe to use as a doorstop or something, is the perfect white elephant Christmas present. Unfortunately, the price tag says it's $129.
Oh yeah, I can afford to pay that.
When pigs fly.
I was gonna have this little violinist play us a sad song, but sadly, he lost his fingers.
What is this?
Okay then, let's leave them to cuddle.
Scary dolls. Giant brown elephants, just wrong color.
Fake dog for your friends that can't afford real pet food.
Scary picture of your grandma's dead friends.
A puma.
Annabelle's boyfriend.
Anti-vampire box.
A really ugly piggy bank.
And even what just might be the Holy Grail.
Alright, so there's quite a few options down there. Kinda pricey, but still, good options.
Hard to make a decision at just one place down here, though.
There's just too many options, although I gotta say, there are fewer and fewer than there used to be.
Chapman University down here has been expanding and expanding, and so it's changing the character of Old Town Orange.
More and more little hipster gourmet eateries.
And chic boutiques.
And did I mention little eateries?
Have been taking over the Old Town Orange.
And the latest victim is this, George II.
As you can see by the planters out here and the fancy woodwork on the door,
stores, this place was the home of the very fine, fancy, large antiques. And now it is the home of nothing. George II has closed up shop, along with the Beauty Academy that's been here since the 1960s, and in between, another little hipster eatery. Gentrification! Well, there's nothing wrong with progress. I'm just hoping that the new stuff can live alongside some of the old. Part of what made the Orange Circle so special is that there's so many mom and pop businesses that have been here for a long time. Definitely need new businesses and new money coming in to do things like restore this epic historical building to its original flavor. But at the same time, you definitely don't want to lose all the old school flavor. After all, those places are what makes this feel like a small town, which is a huge part of its charm and appeal. And why I try to support the local businesses as much as I possibly can. That's why I'm always buying my Mountain Dew here. Although to be fair, I have to admit I've never actually bought any ice out of this giant thing. It's just not that often that I need a block of ice, you know? But I digress. I'd rather have 2 Starbucks, an Earth Cafe, and a bunch of little boutiques. And yes, even hipster foot traffic. And see the old town thriving and preserved. Then see it turn into a ghost town and see so many of the historic buildings bulldozed like I have on many other Main Street USAs across the country. And that is a fact. Oh my gosh, there's only question mark days left until Christmas. Better keep looking for that white elephant gift. Plenty of ceramic chickens. Those are always good. Epic mid-century lamps. A lot of pigs today. Whoa, what the heck is that? Sweet weapons. Yes, sir. Lots of cool stuff in here. A wonderful glass fish vase. Grandma's tissue holder. I'm not sure exactly what this duck bottle is supposed to be for. But I think I'd really be sticking my neck out if I bought this. Ooh, nice Pee Wee Herman doll. Scary. That Pee-wee is possessed. That thing is a good reason to buy yourself an epic crucifix. You never know when one of these will come in handy. This here is literally a box for somebody's pet's ashes. Complete with... Oh. That was close. Thankfully they resurrected Mr. Spock and he's not in there anymore. What else? Pufferfish lamp. Always good for a party. Ooh, chicken on wheels now. That's a meal to go. Dragon teapot, little Game of Thronesy. Okay, that is an epic table right there. Seriously. Not funny, just awesome. Whoa, giant Christmas wiener dog. Giant wooden and couple more glass pigs. More pigs in here than a donut shop. Sweet set of mushroom pots. A collectible toy peanut butter maker. Not one, but 2 unicycles. Oh yeah, there's a lot of great candidates in here. I think I may have already figured out what I'm gonna do. Maybe. Very tempting. The only thing is, if I buy someone a unicycle and they break their neck, is it my fault? Maybe not. I'm gonna have to think that one over. Oh man, you guys have no idea how hard it was to walk away from that unicycle. But I'm pretty sure there's like a $20 limit on the white elephant stuff. Dang it! I contemplated the whole maybe breaking your neck thing, but that was not the deciding factor. Okay, I'm definitely getting what I call the flea market brain now. That's when you look at so many little knickknacks that you get completely overstimulated and your brain starts to shut down. Yeah, this might require a second day of looking, because everything weird is starting to look perfectly normal to me. My brain. Yep, I'm done. Maybe I need to take a little bit of a break. Don't get me wrong, it's pretty fun looking at the 12 weird things at Christmas. Staring that long at hundreds of little knickknacks starts to melt the brain. Uh-oh. Somebody's watching it. How Christmassy. Everybody has questions. They want to know when we're going to get married, which we don't know. We don't want to have the world's longest engagement. But the place we want to get married at might have kind of a long waiting list, so we're just going to have to find out and let you know later when we know. But isn't that great? We're going to get married! We're going to get married! Who's married? That is if Allie's true love, Mr. Cheeseburger, doesn't get in the way. That's okay if we have to wait. Weddings are, after all, extremely, extremely expensive, and we're probably not going to have very much help. So, that's fine. But we need to get married soon, because we are going to have so many babies, and we're going to start a family band, and we will live on top of a mountain, and we will tour the countryside, and you won't be invited. Actually, you'll probably be invited, so that's good. Okay, you enjoy that cheeseburger. I wanted to hang out with you, but I just remembered but I've got to go. Bye. Now it's a party. We're cruising in the Ford Fiesta with Fake Spoopy Tyler.
It is a focus.
Because I forgot that our friend Jeff Tucker is having a podcast tonight, a roundtable discussion of The Last Jedi. And I have in fact now seen The Last Jedi, and he wants to know what I and we think. I don't really know what I think. I wouldn't tell you guys what I think anyways, because I'm not going to spoil it for you before Christmas time. But if you want the spoilers, it's going to be on my friend Jeff Tucker's podcast, 91 Reasons. I don't know when, but soon. So we're headed to where every great podcast is recorded. The Buena Park Fuddruckers, where podcasts are born. Now featuring 30% more Korean barbecue. Look, there he is right down there. Jeff Tucker, 91 Reasons Podcast. And here's all his friends. Looks like it's going to take us a minute to get up to the front of the line of people to talk to on the old podcast. Better get some drinks.
I'll take a whiskey and 3 sour beers and 14 Jack and rums.
Yeah, I'll have a rum with no ice.
A hot rum? I think that's called a hot rummy, dude.
Hot rummy, dude.
Hot rummy, nailed it. Hi, can we just have 2 Dr. Peppers?
Yep. 2 hot rums, straight to the tum. Is it hitting the spot?
Oh, dude, this rum is so good. I'm already feeling tipsy.
Tastes surprisingly like Dr. Pepper, I don't know why.
All right, guys, I don't want to give you any Last Jedi spoilers, so we're going to have to fast forward past this podcast. But stay tuned for some more adventures. Thanks for hanging out with me and with Typical Tyler. All right, see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
No theory side.
People are very pro and very anti the movie The Last Jedi, and they are very passionate about it. I just witnessed grown men standing in there shaking as they talk about this movie.
Star Wars means a lot to some of us. A lot.
Feelings are strong. Tension is high.
I only talked for a little bit on that podcast because I really didn't want to commit myself.
After all, I've only seen the movie one time. I really don't want to judge it completely yet, you know?
So I was looking for something else to amuse myself with, and I found it.
Look at this! What the heck is this? You're probably wondering. Oh, I'll tell you, friends. It's Go-Go Pony! This is amazing! Go-Go Pony!
Oh, I'm gonna play Go-Go Pony all night long.
Just need a couple of quarters here.
Maybe this pocket. Just a couple of quarters. Oh my gosh!
I don't have any quarters.
Go, Pony!